Chapter is gravitation. Already I have taken few classes on this chapter. You have seen that acceleration due to gravity changes for four reasons. Four number of reasons are there for which acceleration due to gravity changes. When you are going in the upward direction, means acceleration of gravity at a height. When you are going inside the earth's surface, means you are going at a depth, there are also changes. Due to the shape of the earth, acceleration changes, means since the shape is not spherical actually. Okay, so radius or radii at different places are different. That's why acceleration due to gravity will change. Again, due to the rotation of the earth about its own axis, acceleration due to gravity changes. So today's topic is effect of rotation of earth on the acceleration due to gravity. If you assume earth to be still, it is not rotating about its own axis. Okay, it is not rotating about its own axis. If this be the case, then the force of attraction is equal to gmm by r square, where r is the radius of the earth. We are talking about an object which is kept on the surface of the earth. So in that case, the distance between the centers of earth and of that object is equal to the radius of the earth. Mass of the object is small m, mass of earth is capital M, and universal gravitational constant is capital G. So force of attraction will be capital G into capital M into small m divided by r square. Therefore, what is the value of G? It is equal to force divided by the mass m. Force of attraction divided by the mass of the object. So if you do that, you will get capital G into capital M divided by r square, which is equal to G, that is small g, that is acceleration due to gravity. But since the earth rotates about its own axis, therefore some centrifugal force will be acting on that object, and due to which the apparent weight of the object will be smaller than the actual value. When the earth is not rotating, say suppose that time acceleration due to gravity is g, so weight of that object will be m, small m multiplied by g, that is the weight. And since in reality the earth rotates about its own axis, so some centrifugal force will be acting on that object, which will be acting in the opposite direction of the force of attraction. So what will happen? The apparent weight will be less than that mg. Apparent weight will be less than that mg. Okay. So now we will consider that case. Okay. Suppose radius of the earth is capital R and the object is kept somewhere on the surface of the earth. Okay. Now from the center of that object up to the center of earth, you draw one straight line. And suppose that straight line makes an angle of theta with the equator. With the equator of earth, that line, the connecting line of center of that object and the center of earth, that straight line and the equator, if angle between these two lines is theta, then the effective radius of rotation of that object is not capital R, that is the radius of the earth, it is less than capital R. I have drawn here, you can see this large circle, this circle represents the earth, and this line, this horizontal line represents the equator, and the object is kept somewhere here. So I have drawn a straight line connecting this center of this object and center of the earth. This straight line. This straight line makes an angle of theta with the horizontal. Horizontal line is equator. Okay. So latitude of this object is theta. Now earth is rotating about this vertical axis. I have shown this vertical axis as the axis of rotation of earth. Earth is rotating this way. Okay. So object is rotating also this way. But the radius of rotation of the object is not capital R. How you will get that radius? From that object. From that object you draw a perpendicular line on the axis of rotation of earth. So I have drawn this perpendicular line. You can see I have drawn this perpendicular line and it is being represented by small r. So this small r is the radius of rotation of that object. It is not equal to the radius of the earth itself. Okay. So what is the relationship between this small r and capital R? Since this angle is theta, so this angle is also theta. Therefore, small r is equal to capital R into cos theta. Small r is equal to capital R into cos theta. So that small r is the radius of rotation of that object. So since small r is the radius of rotation of that object and m is the mass of that object, and say omega is the angular speed of rotation of earth. Okay. Omega is the angular speed. Then what is the centrifugal force which is acting on that object? It is equal to m omega square into small r. Small m into omega square into small r. That is the centrifugal force acting on that object. And because of that centrifugal force, the force of attraction will be less than the actual value. Okay. Due to that centrifugal force, there will be reduction in weight or reduction in force of attraction. So m omega square into small r, that is the centrifugal force, and small r is equal to capital R into cos theta. So m omega square capital R into cos theta. M omega square capital R into cos theta, that is the centrifugal force. Say when the earth is not rotating, in that case acceleration due to gravity is g. So weight is what? It is mg, or the force of attraction is what? It is m into g. And in the opposite direction centrifugal force is acting. Okay. So say when the earth is rotating, so at that location where the object is kept, the acceleration due to gravity is denoted by g dash. G dash is the acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So what is the weight? In that case, it is m multiplied by g dash. So we can write easily mg dash is equal to mg minus m omega square capital R into cos theta. Right? Mg dash is equal to mg minus m omega square capital R into cos theta. So m is present in all the three terms. You divide both sides by m. So you are getting what? G dash is equal to g minus omega square capital R into cos theta. G dash is equal to g minus omega square capital R into cos theta. This is the apparent value of acceleration. This is the apparent value of acceleration due to gravity, g dash. Okay. So theta is 0 degree at the equator, and at the poles theta is equal to what? It is 90 degree. So if you put theta to be 90 degree, then cos theta becomes 0. So in that case you are getting g dash is equal to g. So maximum value of acceleration due to gravity you are getting at the poles. There is no effect of rotation of acceleration due to gravity at the poles. Two poles are there, North Pole and South Pole. So at the poles, acceleration due to gravity is maximum when theta is 90 degree. And when theta is 0 degree, cos theta becomes maximum. When theta is 0 degree, cos theta becomes 1. So in that case, g dash is equal to g minus omega square into capital R. This omega square into capital R, this is the reduction in acceleration due to gravity. And in any other location, The reduction is omega square r cos theta. Theta is what? It is latitude of that object. Means of that location where the object is kept. Okay. So this was all about effect of rotation of Earth on acceleration due to gravity. And the last topic comes effect of the shape of Earth on acceleration due to gravity. Effect of shape of Earth. You know that at the poles, the Earth is not actually spherical. Okay. It is not actually spherical. The radius at poles are somewhat smaller than the equator. Radii at the poles are somewhat smaller than the equator. And you know that G will be maximum when R will be minimum. G means acceleration due to gravity. That will be maximum when R will be minimum, because force of attraction is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So when distance is less, acceleration due to gravity is more. So where distance is less, it is at the poles, because radii are smaller somewhat than the equator. Okay. So at the poles, radius is smaller, so force of attraction will be greater, and in that case, acceleration due to gravity will be greater. Okay, you will get somewhat larger value of G at the poles, and at the equator, just the opposite. At the equator, the radius of Earth is maximum, so force of attraction will be minimum, so acceleration due to gravity will be minimum at the equator. Again, due to rotation of Earth, you have seen that at the equator, the reduction in acceleration due to gravity due to rotation of Earth, it is also minimum at the equator. Okay. So, this was all about changes of acceleration due to gravity due to different reasons, going at height, going at depth, due to shape of the Earth, due to rotation of Earth. Okay. Okay, thank you. In the next class, different topic from the same chapter will be discussed. Thank you.